You know, one thing I never got about female friendships, there's always some drama in it. Like, it's never like two friends just chilling or having fun or whatever. Like, there's always gonna be something going on. Like, you see, like guys, like we don't have that kind of problem. But this is not what the situation is about today. What we're gonna talk about is Ice Spice and Cleotrapa. You guys already know Ice Spice. Munch, Y2K, co-signed with Nicki Minaj in the Barbie movie, Fall Out with Nicki Minaj, low album sales. We already know about this. Cleotrapa is a Staten-based New York artist who first started doing skits on Instagram. For the people who don't know, full disclosure, I am from New York, so like she was like New York lit. Everybody knew on New York. She was on Facebook. Facebook is actually popping in New York. She was on Instagram. She was on Twitter, but her fame and notoriety came from Instagram and Facebook. And I'm 24, and she's been lit since I was like 16, so that's almost 10 years of just doing content and whatever. Slowly with time, she started to do music, and with doing music, she got some sort of notoriety with it. People started to know her nationally, and she got cool with Ice Spice. But she was always lit before Ice Spice was a thing. So at the time that Ice Spice and Cleotrapa were cool, there was a situation that happened with Baby Stormy. And Baby Stormy was Ice Spice's childhood friend, and they grew up together, and she was explaining how Ice Spice was this colorist, this fat phobic, rah, rah, rah. Basically, I know black, I Dominican, you know, that kind of black. And I mean, hey, she's from the Bronx, bro. Like, I'm not even shocked. Them Dominicans, they don't like niggas. They don't like niggas, I'm sorry. During that fallout, Ice Spice and Cleotrapa became friends. She was spotted in the New York Knicks game. They were spotted together in music videos. They had a whole run together until they went on tour together. I'm not gonna go through the nooks and crannies of the situation that happened between Ice Spice and Cleotrapa, but I will give you the TLDR. Cleotrapa had a suitcase. The suitcase wasn't taken by security. When it was being taken back into the trucks, she had to bring her suitcase. Ice's team, allegedly, they got food without letting Cleotrapa know. They didn't pay for hotel or accommodation or whatever. Even though she was an opening act, because she was an independent artist, they were expecting her label to pay for her. And a bunch of other little things that just boiled over. And honestly, it's a 6-minute video that you just have to sit down and watch. But like I said, situations like Cleotrapa having to go grab her own suitcase instead of having security grab it, just like how they grabbed Ice Spice's suitcases, or Ice Spice's team having to go get dinner at a steakhouse in the middle of nowhere and leaving Cleotrapa and Ice Spice's hairstylist, because they got cool together, leaving them alone allegedly. All those things are situations that would lead to some sort of strife between the two, between Ice Spice and Cleopatra. So much is brought up by her, like I just broke it down, but like so much is brought up by her that you do have to watch yourself. Ice Spice replies, she's trying to do damage control by making jokes out of it, but it's not really going anywhere. She's trending in a negative light. People are criticizing her. There's TikTok videos about her. So much criticism is being made. It doesn't look good, and the memes are not helping either. In the 6-part video, Cleopatra shows a screen recording of the conversation between them, and Ice Spice is really like just not caring. And she tries to give that same demeanor on Twitter Spaces, but it really doesn't come out authentic. It's something like a Mean Girl kind of vibe. All Ice Spice did in her Spaces and what she's doing on Twitter, it's just proving Cleotrapa's point. Here's my 2 cents on this. Cleopatra should have known what she got herself into. You are going in as a token black friend at a moment where a light skin is being shown to be colorist or fat phobic. So she got a skinny dark skin friend to show herself like, hey, you know, I could be cool with the niggas too. You came to Ice Spice's life at the right point and at the right time. And yeah, just like you said for Ice Spice, it was a quote-unquote full circle moment, yes, but you also got to see it in a way that she replaced one dark-skinned friend with another dark-skinned friend. And it's not to justify Ice Spice's behavior, because the way she was acting was deplorable, if we're being real. You have security. Your security can grab your friend's bag. You have a label. Your label could have easily paid for and sent the management an invoice for all the things that Cleopatra wanted. There was no reason to have your friend that you invited to be struggling and taking care of herself or getting ready for a show in the bathroom, struggling while you have your own green room. Me personally, bro, I would have crashed out when somebody just threw my bag on the floor, bro. Not only that, but you use my card for $700. I'm crashing out. There's no way that they don't take your suitcase, they throw your bag on the floor, they use your card for $700, they sneak out to eat, they kick you out of rooms. All those things are alleged, but all those things happen, and you finish the tour? Nah, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Cleotrapa, you have a heart for creativity, because I wouldn't be able to do that. And I love acting. I would never be able to do that. As for Ice Spice, she is wrong in all kinds of ways. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no way for you to explain how you had your friend's bag on the floor, or there's no way for you to explain, like, oh yeah, I didn't let security grab my friend's suitcase and put it in the trunk either. There's no sort of damage control you could do over that. And if I were Ice Spice, I would just apologize. I would apologize and just like, you know what, you go your way, I go my way, let's leave it as is. Because, like, there's nothing else that you could really say or do in regards to this. The annoying part is Ice Spice making polls on Twitter shading the situation. Like, you are not in the right here, bro. You are not cooking. To see how people were reacting, saying that she has 30 minutes, like, yo, like, Isis, you're cooked. But that's just my 2 cents in what happened. This all just came out, like, at, like, 8 a.m., like, in the middle of the night. So, yeah. If anything does happen, I'll do an update or whatever. Yeah. But I'm signing off. All right. 3, 2, 1. Boom.